What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, that Pens fan 412, and I'm coming back at you with another. I said another Penguins hockey game review, ladies and gentlemen. And listen here, folks. Listen here. I've been fighting with my microphone all morning. Speaking of fighting, what do we have on the docket today? We've got the Pittsburgh Penguins walking into Philly. The first meeting of what is, quite frankly, one of the greatest rivalries in the NHL. The Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. The battle of the breadbasket. The battle of Pennsylvania. And was it a battle indeed? Well, it was actually kind of tame, considering all the times I've seen these teams play each other. And fight each other. And beat each other. Honestly, it was still entertaining. Anytime Pittsburgh and Philly face each other, it's always going to be something. Something's going to happen. We know it. We all know it. And man, something happened, right? Let's get into it. First things first. A little over halfway through the first period. First of all, let me go ahead and just start off by saying the Pittsburgh Penguins' fourth line was putting in that work. They were putting in that what? Work in this game. And it all started with a man named Teddy Bluger, who breaks into the offensive zone. He gets right into the crease and he shoots it on the net. And he's stopped by Carter Hart, who immediately coughs it up to Josh Archibald. And Archie puts the Penguins on the board 1-0. The knife, the dagger, has been struck into the Philadelphia Flyers. You can already tell the fans are ready to boo their own team. That's how Philly is, right? Boo, Carter Hart. Sucks. Wasn't the defense's fault, it was his. And then, just a wee bit, right before the second period, right at the end of the first period here, Christopher Letang passes the puck to Marcus Pettersson. This is a name that'll come up again later in the game. You'll see why. Passes it to Pettersson, and once again, Pettersson just lets it rip on net. And once again, Sidney Crosby's standing there. Sid the Kid, the franchise grinder of the NHL. He does everything. Does all the intangibles, as Colby Armstrong likes to say. He does all the intangibles. And Crosby tips it past Carter Hart. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh going into the second period. Let's talk about that second period, because just about 3 minutes in, once again, Petrie lets her rip over to Teddy Bluger, who then gets it to Poulang, or Paling. That's what we call him in Pittsburgh. It's Paling. In Montreal, he was Poulang, and in Pittsburgh, he's Paling. We always like to change pronunciation when we get here. And Poulang tips it in from a Teddy Bluger shot. It's 3-0 Pittsburgh. A little bit later, this is where it goes down. This is where it all goes down. This is where everything gets crazy in Philly. Philly's mad. They're down 3-0. And Delorier decides that he's going to be the butthead of the game. He's gonna spark his team by annihilating Christopher Letang. It was a clean hit. Delorier's a big dude. And Letang goes down and he gets hit real hard. And he's like, what the heck, man? What the heck? But Pettersson is like, nah, B. Nah, B. We fighting, B. Let's throw hands, B. And honestly, the man's got a lot of balls, because Pettersson's not a fighter. And this is one of the things about Pittsburgh, it's one of the things about Pittsburgh's game that is not necessarily the greatest, is having somebody to stand up for the Stars. But somebody stood up, and it was Pedersen. And another reason that I don't like watching games on streaming networks because I have to listen to the opposing team's commentary. Because Philly's commentators are like, Delorier's big, strong boy. He's a known fighter, which he is. He's a known fighter. And Pedersen's he's tall and lanky. He ain't strong. Like how do you know this man's not strong? This man could be benching like 350 in the gym. Tall and lanky, got that reach. And Delorier, I mean, he had some good hits on Pedersen. You could tell. You know, our team was like, bro, get that reps, get in there, man. Like, this man's gonna get hurt if he doesn't get some help over here. And he probably would have, let's be honest. But Pedersen had a couple good shots in there too. You know, he was throwing hands. He wasn't afraid to stand up. He stood up. And there's a nice little fight, nice little Donnybrook. Which I guess might have sparked the fans, at least in Philly. They were like, yeah, fighting! But it is what it is. After that, about 13, almost 14 minutes into the game, once again, that fourth line putting in work. Because Josh Archibald gets the puck over to Teddy Bluger, who gets it over to Ryan Poulang once again. And Poulang puts it in the back of the net with a wrist shot. 4-0 Pittsburgh. We roll into the third period after that, folks. And it's a little back and forth. Philly pulled Carter Hart. They put in Sanders Strom, who for the rest of the game was rather good for Philly. Pittsburgh didn't score again. Jari's looking for the shutout, but unfortunately, Kevin Hayes decides that he's going to poop on that parade, and he puts the puck in the back of the net halfway through the third period. 4-1 Pittsburgh. And that's where it ends right there, ladies and gentlemen. The Pittsburgh Penguins defeat the Philadelphia Flyers 4-1 in Philly in what was once again another great rivalry game between the two cities of Pennsylvania battling it out. Our 3 stars of the game happened to also be the fourth line, Pittsburgh. The first star being Ryan Poulang with 2 goals. Teddy Bluger with all the assists. Every assist. He had all of them. Well, 3 of them, at least. And Josh Archibald being with a goal and an assist. Being a beast out there, doing his thing. Shots on goal were 29-30 for Philadelphia. Face-off percentage was very much in Pittsburgh's favor. Apparently, Philly can't win a face-off. I'm sure they love that. Zach McEwen had a penalty shot at one point and failed miserably. Commentators are like, dude, just shoot a top glove. It's Tristan Jarry. And he decided that he was going to shoot a shot that Tristan Jarry can actually stop relatively well. And he did. There was a fight. The hits were obviously in Philly's favor because they big strong boys over in Philly. They like to hit, and it was substantially in Philly's favor. They blocked a lot of good shots. The Penguins actually had more giveaways again, or less giveaways again, for the second game in a row, which is nice. Excuse me, sorry. But hey, that's it. This has been That Pens Fan 412, and I'm coming back at you again in the next video. If you like this one, though, give it a like. If you disliked it, or if you're from Philly, dislike it, I guess, because I'm a Pittsburgh fan. I'm not a Flyers fan. Go ahead. I'm not going to blame you. Don't worry, I understand. I fully understand. And if you got any comments, questions, concerns, anything, the comment section is always open for discussion. I always look at the comments. I always reply for the most part. I don't get a lot of comments, but you know that's part of the tool of being being a fresh YouTube channel here. We're close to 20 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, you want to hear more about Pittsburgh, please throw that sub up there. Hit that bell notification icon so you can listen in when these videos get posted fresh. They always, most likely, will premiere the day after the game. And like I said before, I will see you all in the next video. Peace, everybody.